Hello children, I welcome you all once again to your English class. I hope you all are doing well. Children, for today's English lesson, we are going to start a new chapter from your Mastering Grammar book, and this is chapter 10 from your book. Subject, verb, agreement. So, now before moving to subject verb agreement, let me quickly recall what is a subject and what is a verb. A verb is any action, right? A verb in a sentence must always agree with the subject. Okay, now what is the subject? Subject is the thing or the person we are talking about. So read the sentence given here. Sumer is a confident boy. So you know that we are talking about whom here? We are talking about Sumer. So Sumer is our subject, and what we are saying is, right, is a confident boy. So this part is the predicate while the verb is. Now here Sumer is the subject of the sentence. The subject may be plural or singular. We have already learned this in noun, right? Our subject can be plural or singular. In the above sentence, the subject is singular. We are talking about only Sumer. We are talking about only one person. Now let's look at one more example. The boys are confident of themselves. So subject and verb. The boys, you see we are talking about the boys, and they are confident of themselves. So verb is are, right? So here the subject is plural. Note that the verb is used with Sumer. So we had used is with singular noun, right, like Sumer, and we have used are with the boys, with the plural noun. If a noun or a pronoun in the subject is singular, now we talk about the main idea of this chapter, that if the subject is singular, then the verb has to be singular as well. And if the plural, that means the noun or the pronoun is in plural, then we are going to use a plural verb. Okay, the student is in the auditorium, the students are in the auditorium. That means singular, when singular changes into plural, the verb also has to change. You cannot keep the verb that way. Okay children, now let's see how the changes takes place. First rule, a verb must always agree with the subject in person. Yes, so the first person, the speaker, I have already discussed this with you. The speaker, the first person, and singular I takes a singular verb am going or was, but takes a plural verb saying I go or I have to leave now. So when it's singular, it is always going to take am, right? So if this is the speaker, I is the speaker, we will always use am with it, okay, in singular form. Whatever the sentence is, if it's singular, we are going to use am and not is, okay. Now you know that I in plural will be taking plural verbs, okay. So it can take, you can use here have, because have is a plural verb, I have, okay. I go, not I goes, okay, we cannot write that. Only one exception is there, that it will be always taking am in singular and plural verbs in plural, okay. So plural verb means what? Because I is always considered exception, although I am talking about only one person, I, but still it will be taking what? Plural verb. Okay children, now let's move to the next one. The first person, plural we, takes a plural verb in all its form, all tenses. So we will be taking the first speaker, this is also speaker, plural subject. So we will always take what? A plural verb. Okay, we will be using a plural verb with we, always, in all the tenses. Like, we are, we were, we go. Okay. Okay, so yes, let it be. When we will read about sentences, then we will do it. So like see, here we are reading books in the library. We were relaxing on the beach. Were and are we have already discussed in verbs that they are plural verbs. The second person now. Now we are talking to a person, okay? And that person is second person. The word is you that is used for it. So how do we use it? It will always take a plural verb, whether it is used in singular, whether it is used as plural. We are always going to do what? We are always going to use a plural verb with you. Like you are learning karate well, you all are following the timetable properly. So with you, okay, you cannot use as. So with you are always going to use plural verb. You are or you were, okay? You cannot use you is, right? Wrong, it's wrong. So you cannot use a singular verb with you. They is the third person plural and takes a plural verb in all tenses, like they are and they have. So has is used for singular. We have talked about this auxiliary or sometimes the main verb, the helping verb. So it can be either ways. So when we know this, when we talk about plural, has and have is the plural, has is the singular. We are going to use have with the plural subjects. Okay. Now in the case of personal pronouns, he, she, it takes singular verb in all tenses. Yes, he, she, or it. So now see leave. Leave is the verb. If leave is the verb, what is the present form of it? Leaves. We add s to it, right? So always remember that he, she and it will be taking singular verb. Like it was, he was, she was, she is, he is, okay, and he lives, she enjoys, it is. So you can see how it's taking singular verb. So now we are on page number 56. Okay. Now we have an exercise to do. The first exercise of this chapter. Let's see what we are asked to do. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs given in brackets. Sumaira and Sheena dash good speakers. So the verb we have to use is should be in be form. That means is, are, am, was, were. These verbs we have to use. So Sumaira and Sheena, we are talking about two persons here. So our answer will be this exercise is on page number 56. Are good speakers. Yes. Number 2 now. The referee dash not blown the whistle yet. The referee is a single person, is singular subject. So we are going to use the singular verb. I told you has is a singular verb. You are not going to use have. So has will be our answer. The referee has. Okay. The policeman dash investigating the case. So again the be verb we have to use. So is, are, am, was, we can use these words, but policemen, the subject is in plural. So we are going to use what? The policemen are investigating the case. Or you can definitely use were investigating. Number 4 now. Our auditorium dash be well lit. So we have to use the be verb again. Our auditorium is singular, okay? Auditorium is a singular subject. Is well lit or was, okay? So you can choose anyone, is or was. So here also are or were, either in present or in past. Now the acrobats, number 5, dash not yet performed. So this is plural children, acrobats. So here we can see Have will be used because the plural form of has is have. So have. Number 6. The magician dash trying his best to confuse the audience with his tricks. The magician is because it's singular, so we cannot use are or were. We can use is. Okay, children. So here we have finished with exercise A. Now we can move ahead with some more interesting facts about subject-verb agreements. Now let's see here. Nouns which indicate food, clothing, furniture or stationery are singular and hence take a singular verb. You know, we have already learned this in singular and plural, that these words like food, furniture, stationery, all these words will be taking singular verb. Okay, so the furniture needs repair, not the furniture need repair, because we have to use a singular verb. And for present tense, when we have to change it into singular, we either add s or es to it. So do becomes does. This need has become here needs, s, we have added s. Now the food is kept covered to keep off flies. The stationery is always purchased from the shop. Whenever we refer to a pair of scissors, a pair of jeans, we use a singular verb. They are taken as a single unit, okay? A pair of socks is, a pair of trousers is, hanging on the clothesline, washed and kept full. Now see here, what did I tell you? When you are using the pair word, pair, a pair, so you should remember that it will always be taking a singular verb, okay? So a pair of jeans, a pair of socks, a pair of shoes, yes, they will always take a singular verb and not a plural verb. You might consider that in a pair we have two similar items, right, in a pair. So we can say that still it's a singular unit. We are going to take a singular verb. Now whenever we use the words a lot of, plenty of, for quantity of something, we always use singular verb. But when we use a lot of, plenty of, for number, we use plural verbs. Okay. Now you should know what did I mean by quantity and number. Do you remember I have told you about adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number? When you know that you are using or the noun there is uncountable, okay, so it has to be in what section, what measurement? It has to be in quantity section. And if you know the noun we are talking about is in number, that means it's countable, then we can say that it will be taking what? It will be taking plural verb when the noun is countable. That means when we are using adjectives of number. When we are meaning those words, or when we are referring to the nouns with the help of this word, the quantity, then we are going to use singular. A lot of milk has turned sour. Okay, so milk is uncountable. We are going to use what? When we are talking about quantity, milk always has a quantity. It cannot be counted. So we are going to say what? A lot of milk has turned sour. Plenty of water was wasted. Water is again uncountable noun. So we can say that plenty of water was wasted. A lot of children are attending the function. Okay, so how can we say that? A lot of children here, because children is countable, so we are going to take it in plural form. Now a lot of boys again is countable, so we can say that we are going to use plural verb. Okay, children? Much and a little takes a singular verb. You should remember this, children, because much and a little both are quantifying noun, are stating the quantity of some item. That's why we are going to use singular verb. Examples: much has, much have, no. Just a little patience is needed. Okay. Now, whenever a sentence begins with there, there, a verb must agree with the real subject that follows it. So there is a butterfly. Now there, children, there, there cannot be a subject here, noun here, right? So we are talking about butterfly, that there is a butterfly. So the subject is a butterfly and the verb must agree with the butterfly, with a butterfly. So what verb are you going to use? Singular verb or plural verb? Yes, because a butterfly is singular, so we are going to use singular verb, right? So there is a butterfly. There are a butterfly? No. Okay. There are pine trees in the forest. So pine trees is in plural, so that's why we had used are, okay, and not is. News always take a singular verb. Okay, you should remember furniture, food, stationery, and then again we have news. This is always going to take singular verb. Okay, what is the latest news about the IPL matches? What is the breaking news about the space mission? So you can see here is that with the news we have used is. One of is always singular, okay, and takes a singular verb. So one of the girls, we have used a plural subject, means we are talking about only one from that collection of girls, okay. That's why our verb has to be in singular. So one of the girls is sick. One of the boys has fallen. Do not confuse that there is boys we have to use have. No, we are always going to use what? We are going to use singular verb with one of. Either of the two children is sick. We are talking about choices here. Either of the boy, either him or the other one. So each of the boys is talented. So each, either, neither, everyone will also take singular verbs only. Everyone is ready to leave. Everyone, we are talking about everyone, but we are talking as collective. We are talking about them together. So we know that they will be taking singular verbs. If there are two subjects in a sentence, the verb is plural. Rita and Maheshwari are best friends. Okay, Maheshwari are best friends. When the subject consists of two pronouns or nouns and is joined with as well as or with, the verb must agree with the first of them. Now what did I tell you here, children? Suppose here is the teacher, okay? The teacher, comma, with all the boys. Okay. Now children, you might sometimes confuse that we are going to take this as the subject or the boys. We are always going to consider the first one. So teacher is in singular, right? Leave apart what is this, okay? So you don't need to consider boys. Boys is in plural, but you don't need to think about it. You are always going to consider the first one. So if the teacher, because it is joined with, our condition for this point was these two subjects should be joined with as well as or with, okay, or with, okay. So yes, here you see it has been joined with all the boys. So we are going to take a singular verb because I told you have to consider the first subject or first noun that is being talked about. So the teacher with all the boys is coming here, not are coming here, okay, is coming here. So please see that we have used is and not are, okay. Now next one, the teacher, the students as well as the teacher. The students as well as the teachers. Now see, I told you to consider the first noun. In this one, in number 1 and in number 2, what is the difference? The first we had started with teacher, we had started with students in the second one. So here we are going to take what? Plural verb. As well as the teacher are coming here. Yes. Now let's move ahead. If the subjects are referred to as one, then the verb will be singular. Like bread and butter. Okay, when a combination is used, then we might consider that they are singular, okay, singular subjects. So we are also going to take singular verb only. Like bread and butter tastes good. Yes, not taste good. You might think that they are two separate things, but no. Like bread and jam, bread and butter. Then you have which two things which goes together are always taken as a single unit. If two nouns refer to the same person or thing, a singular verb is used. Like M.F. Hussain, the artist and an eminent person, is no more. Okay. So our subject is singular here. That's why we are going to consider it as singular subject only, and singular verb will be used. Now, if the subject and the verb are separated by a group of words, the verb must agree with the subject. Okay. So what it has been told here, that if it happens, that means you can see the boys in blue uniform. The boys, comma, in blue uniform, comma, are my classmates. So the boys, for the boys we are going to use a plural verb are. Okay. When the name of a country, a book or a film is denoted in a plural noun, it takes a singular verb. Like Lord of the Rings. Are, you cannot use are, you have to write was. Lord of the Rings was written by J.R. Tolkien. Then you have United States of America. See, United States, but it's singular, but it's about the same country. It's about one country only. So we are going to take a singular verb. Has declared a war on terrorism. People, police and cattle are always in plural and takes a plural verb. So people, cattle, police, they are always plural. The police are controlling the crowd. People are cheering. Okay. When a plural number is used for distance, weight and amount of money as a single figure or quantity, it will take a singular verb. Like 5,000 rupees. Now you can see here, children, what did I tell you? Rupees is uncountable, okay? And it is talking about the amount of money. So obviously it's going to take what? Singular verb. 5,000 rupees, you may consider that 1, 2, 3, 4, it's countable, but it's quantity. That's why we are going to take singular verb. Is donated by this gentleman every year. 3 years. Okay, you might say, ma'am, years are countable, but it's actually measuring what? Time. So when you are measuring time, so it is obviously singular, uncountable. 3 years is a long time to forget your sorrows. Collective nouns are considered as singular and take singular verbs. Now you should know that when you are using collective nouns, they are always using singular verbs. A team of basketball players is ready to enter the court. A flock of sheep is in the meadow. Yes, children. Now let's move ahead with exercise B. Mihir and Naleen. First, let's see what we have to do. Use the correct form of the verbs given in brackets to complete the sentences. Mihir and Naleen, two separate boys, dash reaching here tomorrow. Okay, so now they are reaching tomorrow. So we can write what? Will be reaching here tomorrow, right? Number 2. One of the boys dash a good chess player. With one of, what did I tell you? That we have to use a singular verb. So we are going to use is, because we have to use any verb from the V verb. So D 3 actually. This pair of shorts dash new. Pair, yes, we are going to take it as a singular unit. So is. Number 4. A class of 50 girls. Class is collective noun. So I have told you that it will always be taking singular verb. So a class of 50 girls is waiting in the laboratory. A lot of money. A lot of money, uncountable. So children, for this one we are going to use singular verb. A lot of money is, because it's uncountable, for money quantity is there. So we are going to use is. The United Kingdom dash going to set up another nuclear plant soon. The United Kingdom, although we know that there are many countries in it, so we are going to use singular. The United Kingdom is going to spend. So a lot of is, we can see a lot of is as our answer. Okay, now let's move ahead with the last exercise of this chapter. Read the following sentences and rewrite the incorrect sentences in accordance with the rules of subject-verb agreement. Okay, we have to rewrite this. The stationery are new. What did I tell you, children? That stationery, food, furniture, all these words are singular. So they will always be taking what? They will be taking singular verbs and not plural verbs. With stationery, you can see what is the error, that with stationery are is used. So that's wrong. Okay. Number C. This is on page number 57 of your book. The stationery, because we have been asked to rewrite it, so let me rewrite it for you as well. The stationery is not new. Number 2, one of the children, with one of we have to use singular verb. One of the children, although children is plural, with one of we use plural noun only, but one is singular. One of the children is not feeling well. Number 3, the ladies dressed in sarees is my aunt's friend. We have to take the first noun. The ladies is plural, so the verb will also be in plural. The ladies dressed in sarees are my aunt's friends. Yes. Number 4, every villager is contributing for the construction of new roads. So children, this is correct. Here you will need no correction, so you are going to write it this way only, because with every we use singular only. So every villager is contributing for the construction of new roads. Yes. Number 5, a bouquet of roses. Bouquet is what? Collective noun. So a bouquet of roses, it will be taking singular noun is. A bouquet of roses is always an ideal gift. Yes. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 and 5 children, we have completed this. Now we can move ahead with the rest of it. 6 and 7. I hope you have finished this. Number 6, obviously of the C exercise, page 57. The United States of America are planning is wrong, is planning. The United States of America is planning to send peacekeeping forces to Iraq. Yes. Number 7, the last one of this exercise. The girls selling flowers at the crossing are poor. This needs no correction, it's right, because the first noun that we know, it has been told that if the subject and the predicate part or the verb is joined with some words, we always consider the subject. The girls selling flowers at the crossing are poor. Yes, children? So with this, we have finished this exercise. I hope you understood the subject verb agreement chapter. We will be meeting in another video lesson with another interesting chapter. Okay, children? You can please quickly complete the exercises and be ready with your notebooks. Okay? So take rest.